So, no joke, apparently for X-Men The Last Stand, the studios apparently had this fake script written up to try and get Halle Berry to sign back on to doing the movie. And then when she did, the alleged plan was to throw that fake script in the trash and then just keep going with it. And I'm going to tell you the elements that were in the fake script that made it so weird and trifling. So this is from IGN. Matthew Vaughn, obviously this really big director, reveals the shocking reason he walked away from X-Men The Last Stand. Appearing at New York Comic Con, X-Men First Class director Matthew Vaughn revealed why he walked away from X-Men The Last Stand in the mid-2000s, and it's because of a fake script an executive allegedly planned to use to trick Halle Berry into starring in the movie. Now, he said, I went into one of the executive's offices and I saw an X3 script and I immediately knew it was a lot fatter. I was like, what the hell is this draft? He went, don't worry about it. And I'm like, no, I'm the director. I'm worrying about this draft. He wouldn't tell me, so I grabbed it. Literally, it was like a crazy moment. Opened the first page and it said, Africa, storm, kids dying of no water. She creates a thunderstorm and saves all these children. Vaughn was... They be so unoriginal when it... and it was the mid-2000s. You already know what's going on with that shit, girl. Anyway, Matthew Vaughn was originally hired to helm X-Men The Last Stand after Bryan Singer exited the project to work on Superman Returns. However, Vaughn had a hard time swallowing the lies being used to get Barry on board. I said, what is this? He recounted. They said, oh, it's Halle Berry's script, he revealed. I went, okay, because she hasn't signed up yet. And they said, but this is what she wants it to be. And once she signs up, we'll throw it in the bin. So once we said, we're just going to present this script to Halle Berry. Once she signs up for it, once she says, okay, I'll do it, we're just going to trash the script and get something completely different. So Matthew was like, oh, wow, you're going to do that to an Oscar-winning actress who plays Storm? I'm out of here. So I quit at that point. Matthew Vaughn admitted that he thought the idea of taking Storm to Africa was a pretty cool idea, but decided to quit the project there and then when he found out what was actually going to happen to the script. It's unclear whether Fox's plan to trick Barry into returning for the sequel actually went ahead. Because she's in it. However, Vaughn was soon replaced by Brett Ratner, who had previously directed Rush Hour and Rush Hour 2. Vaughn himself went on to direct X-Men First Class years later. So I think it's so crazy that you gonna sit up here and just write the most cliche. That shit seems, y'all already know the hints of racism and all that shit in there. But the most cliche, white bullshit to Halle Berry to try and get her ass in the movie and then flip that wig around when it was all said and done. I'm just like, I feel like this is one of the reasons why it's very hard for me to trust anybody to make a Storm movie, because if this is the kind of bullshit that was going through y'all heads in the mid 2000s about how to handle Storm and shit, if you had given her own movie before then, it would at or around that time, it would have been nothing but bullshit. It would have been nothing but bullshit. And I'm just like, there's so many different stories in the comics or whatever, different ways that you could angle Storm, different ways that you could treat her character, different ways that you could lead her character on this journey, on some kind of journey. But, start Africa, kids dying of thirst, Storm comes in to save the day. It's just like, oh my God, we're bored. We're so bored. We're so bored. We're so bored. Oh my God, black people, black people are so bored. Black superhero fans, black anime fans, black fucking nerds, we're just black fantasy fans. Oh my God, we're so bored. We're so fucking bored. we're so bored. And y'all coming with the same shit. Y'all come with the same kind of shit. It's just like, it's like pulling teeth to get y'all to have these black characters actually, be represented like people, be not caricatures. It's just like pulling teeth in 2023. So I can only imagine the bullshit that was going on in early and mid 2000s, bitch. They said, bitch, send this bitch to Africa. Let her ass, cure fucking thirst. and then switch the script around so it don't even happen. So this bullshit don't even happen anyway. It's like, it's just, if this is the kind of shit that was going on in these big franchises, it's just, I cannot imagine what these studios were doing that we have no idea about. Because like I said, it's the mid 2000s, early 2000s. Problematic is in. At this point, problematic is in. So I can't even imagine the kinds of shit that not only have, you know, actors, actresses, whatever, gone through at the hands of these executives, but also what they're going through now. Like, I cannot imagine it. It's just, but yeah, I saw this news. I'm sure more and more shit is going to come out as Comic-Con continues on, although I'm sure the main weekend just passed. But either way, I'm sure more news about Comic-Con is going to come out. But this one, I was like, girl, I have to come talk to y'all about this shit, because I'm like, I cannot believe what I'm reading. I cannot believe what I'm fucking reading. But yes, at the same time, yes, I can. Yes, I can. These executives are crazy. And we see that even, like I said, in present day with how some of the, because I think Marvel was talking about, oh girl, we're going to have to like go back to the drawing board and redo some of these shows, redo how we do these shows, because apparently some of these like Disney Plus spinoff, whatever bullshit shows that they were putting on Marvel, that Marvel was making, they're putting on Disney Plus. Apparently it was no showrunner, it was nothing, just executives coming in and bulldozing the show forward. And now they had to come in and say, okay, well, we can't do that anymore. We have to have show Bibles. We have to have show runners. I'm just like, why the fuck did you let them go? That's why these shows were trash. That's why these shows felt like just a big movie split up into 6 or 8 parts. It's just terrible. I'm just like, I don't know, if all this kind of shit was going on in the past, I cannot imagine, like I said, how much shit has happened that we have not heard a peep about, but like how much bullshit is going on in the present day. And I'm like, bitch, if you're doing this kind of shit to Halle Berry, imagine the bullshit that lesser known black artists, especially darker skinned artists or actors, are going through. Imagine the bullshit they're going through. So yeah, tell me what y'all think about this. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me rant like I always do. Since I can't shut the hell up. Thank you so much for your support. Please check my description box for the things that I mentioned, my music, my ebook. Love y'all so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.